High above the huge city of Rio de Janeiro, a giant statue stands with open arms. This statue is not just a piece of art, it is a beacon of hope and faith for millions around the world. This is Christ the Redeemer, one of the most famous statues in the world. Towering at 98 feet tall, not including its 26-foot pedestal, it is an engineering marvel and a testament to human creativity and devotion. Everyone knows what it looks like. Its iconic silhouette is recognized globally, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to marvel at its grandeur and to feel a sense of connection to something greater than themselves. It's a symbol of Rio, of Brazil, and of the Christian faith. But beyond its religious significance, it also represents the spirit of the Brazilian people, resilient, welcoming, and full of life. But how much do we really know about it? How did this monumental statue come to be, and what stories does it hold within its stone and metal? What's the story behind it? The idea for Christ the Redeemer was first proposed in the 1850s by a Catholic priest, but it wasn't until 1920 that the project gained momentum thanks to the efforts of the Catholic Circle of Rio. And what's it like to stand near it, looking out at the amazing view of Rio? From its vantage point atop Corcovado Mountain, the statue offers a breathtaking panorama of the city, the bay, and the surrounding mountains, making it a place of reflection and awe. Christ the Redeemer is more than just a statue. It's a powerful symbol of faith, hope, and new beginnings. It stands as a guardian over the city, a reminder of the enduring power of faith in the human spirit. It's a powerful symbol of faith, hope, and new beginnings. The statue's outstretched arms seem to embrace the entire city, offering a sense of peace and protection to all who gaze upon it. It represents the hopes of a country, the dreams of people looking for comfort and inspiration. For many, it is a place of pilgrimage, a site where they can connect with their faith and find solace in times of trouble. Standing on top of Corcovado Mountain, it has seen Rio de Janeiro change from a small colony to the exciting city it is today. The statue has witnessed the city's transformation, standing as a silent observer to its history and growth. This video will explore the history, the building, and the lasting impact of Christ the Redeemer, sharing the stories behind the stone and metal. We will delve into the challenges faced during its construction, the visionaries who brought it to life, and the legacy it continues to build. Sharing the stories behind the stone and metal. From the initial sketches to the final touches, every aspect of Christ the Redeemer tells a story of dedication, artistry, and faith. Join us as we uncover the rich history and enduring significance of this iconic monument. The story of Christ the Redeemer begins after Brazil became independent from Portugal in 1822. This was a time of great change and transformation for the nation. The people of Brazil were eager to establish their own identity, separate from their colonial past. They wanted to create symbols that would represent their newfound freedom and aspirations for the future. Wanting to be different from its past, Brazil looked for ways to show its new freedom and big plans. The leaders and citizens alike were filled with a sense of hope and ambition. They envisioned a country that would stand tall on the global stage, a beacon of progress and unity. This vision required not just political and economic changes but also cultural and symbolic ones. The idea of a huge monument on top of Corcovado Mountain, a tall peak overlooking Rio de Janeiro, started to form. This mountain, with its commanding view of the city and the bay, was seen as the perfect location for a grand symbol of the nation's aspirations. The idea was to create something that would not only be a marvel of engineering and art, but also a spiritual and cultural landmark. At first, the monument was going to be a statue of Christ holding a cross and a globe, showing Brazil's new place in the world. This design was meant to symbolize the country's Christian heritage and its emerging role on the global stage. The cross represented faith, while the globe signified Brazil's aspirations to be a part of the international community. But later, they changed the design to the one we all know, Christ with open arms. This new design was more than just a change in aesthetics, it was a profound statement. The open arms of Christ symbolized a message of peace, welcome, and universal love. It was a gesture that transcended religious boundaries and spoke to the hearts of people from all walks of life. This shows peace, welcome, and blessings. The statue, standing tall with its arms outstretched, became a symbol of Brazil's openness and hospitality. It was a message to the world that Brazil was a nation that embraced diversity and sought to build bridges rather than walls. The serene expression on Christ's face and the majestic setting of the statue added to its powerful impact. This change showed that they wanted to create a monument for everyone, no matter their beliefs. The Christ the Redeemer statue became a universal symbol of hope and unity. It attracted visitors from all over the world, each finding their own meaning and inspiration in its presence. The statue stood as a testament to Brazil's commitment to inclusivity and its vision of a harmonious future for all humanity. Building a giant statue on top of a 710-meter-high mountain was super hard in the early 1900s. The idea itself was ambitious, and the location made it even more challenging. Imagine trying to transport heavy materials up a steep, rugged mountain without the advanced machinery we have today. Every step of the way was a test of human ingenuity and perseverance. It was a tough job. The workers faced harsh conditions. From the sweltering heat to the unpredictable weather, they often had to take breaks to rest and regain their strength, knowing that the next day would bring the same grueling tasks. They had to carry materials up the steep mountain, and the statue had to be strong enough to handle strong winds and lightning. The workers used ropes and pulleys to hoist heavy stones and concrete, a painstaking process that required precision and teamwork. Each piece had to be carefully placed to ensure the stability and durability of the structure. Building Christ the Redeemer showed how smart and determined people can be. Engineers and workers collaborated closely, sharing ideas and solving problems together. Their combined efforts turned a seemingly impossible dream into a reality, showcasing the power of human collaboration and innovation. Engineers and workers spent years using new techniques to overcome the challenges. They experimented with different methods and materials, constantly adapting to the unique demands of the project. The use of blueprints and early machinery was crucial in planning and executing the construction with precision. The inside of the statue is made of reinforced concrete, a pretty new material back then. This innovative material provided the necessary strength and flexibility to withstand the harsh environmental conditions. The process of pouring and setting the concrete was meticulous, requiring careful attention to detail to ensure the integrity of the structure. The outside is made of thousands of soapstone tiles, which are strong and don't break down easily. These tiles were carefully selected and installed to create a smooth, weather-resistant surface. The soapstone not only added to the statue's aesthetic appeal, but also provided an additional layer of protection against the elements. The combination of reinforced concrete and soapstone tiles made Christ the Redeemer a marvel of engineering and a lasting symbol of faith and resilience. The engineering of Christ the Redeemer is impressive, but it's the art and symbolism that really make it special. Designed by French sculptor Paul Landowski and built by a team of Brazilian and European engineers and artists, the statue is grand and graceful. The statue's open arms, stretching 28 meters wide, feel like a hug, welcoming visitors to Rio de Janeiro. The flowing robes, made from thousands of soapstone tiles, make the statue look like it's moving, even from far away, and Christ's peaceful face shows peace, compassion, and hope. For millions of people, Christ the Redeemer is more than just a place to visit. It's a powerful symbol of faith, hope, and new beginnings. For Catholics in Brazil and around the world, the statue represents the loving embrace of Christ, offering comfort, guidance, and inspiration. But it's not just for religious people. It's become a symbol of Rio de Janeiro itself, showing the city's energy, its welcoming spirit, and its incredible beauty. Whether you see it from far away or up close, Christ the Redeemer is truly inspiring. Over the years, Christ the Redeemer has seen a lot. It's been hit by lightning many times, needing lots of repairs to its tiles. In 2010, people vandalized the statue with black paint, making everyone angry and leading to a big effort to clean it. And during the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, Christ the Redeemer was the center of attention, with millions watching as it lit up in the colors of the teams. Through everything, Christ the Redeemer has stayed strong, a quiet but powerful symbol. In a world that can be divided and uncertain, Christ the Redeemer is a symbol of hope and unity. Its message of peace, compassion, and new beginnings is important for everyone, no matter what they believe. As we face the challenges of today, may the open arms of Christ the Redeemer remind us to be tolerant, understanding, and loving. May this iconic statue continue to inspire everyone, showing us a vision of a world united in peace and harmony.